call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things.
Elijah Smith takes on Toshiomi Kazama this Saturday at UFC Fight Night. And this is a decent fight, kind of a low-level fight, in my opinion. Elijah Smith, he's young, got a lot of potential, 22, 5'9", with a 71-inch reach and 8-1 in his career, taking on Toshiomi Kazama, who's 28, 5'7", with a 69-inch reach and 11-4 in his career. Elijah Smith, having some success in the UFC as of late with a win over Vince Morales and a win over Aaron Tao on Dana White's Contender Series in a very fun, exciting fight. That was a really good fight. He did have a KO loss back in the day against Reyes Cortez, but since then has been on a 6-fight unbeaten streak. Toshiomi Kazama, coming off of a win over Charalampos Gregorio, where he got rocked really badly. Gregorio kind of gassed, and then he ended up getting him in a triangle choke and finishing him, but before that was finished twice by KO by Garrett Armfield and Rinya Nakamura. Had a win over a guy who was 27-11 on the road to the UFC to get a shot and a contract in the UFC, but was knocked out by flying knee in the fight prior to that. So very chinny, can be finished. Elijah Smith's the son of Gilbert Smith, if you remember him from the Ultimate Fighter days, but he's got a freestyle wrestling background, wrestling since he was a kid. Earned a state wrestling championship, I believe, before getting a college wrestling scholarship to Newman University. Eventually had to kind of pull out of that due to injury, but shown a lot of potential. Only been training since like 2020, since the beginning of COVID. So I think he's got a high ceiling in the sport, to say the least. And Toshiomi Kazama, Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, has explosive takedowns, good grappling. Looks like at times he's kind of desperately looking to get the fight to the ground because he doesn't want to be on the feet. And again, very chinny. So I'm going to go with Elijah Smith to get this one done. Kazama's been dropped 3 times in his last 3 fights. Been KO'd twice, like I said, knocked out before that by Shozi Sato. So just kind of a victim on the feet. Taking a lot of damage in the few fights that he's been in the UFC. He's literally like wincing in the cage during fights when he's getting hurt or taking damage or things aren't going his way. So I'm going to go with Elijah Smith, who's just a little bit more calm and collected, much younger, going to be making drastic improvements, already the better striker. I think his wrestling defense will allow him to keep it on the feet, where he's going to have a glaring advantage over Toshiomi Kazama. So I'm going to go with Elijah Smith to get this one done by KO. Thanks.